We are getting the tallest roller coaster in the UK at Thorpe Park. Oh my god. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is TheJackSilkstone. We have just received the news that we have been waiting nearly a decade for. That's right, today I attended the very first local consultation for Thorpe Park's brand new roller coaster, and I'm going to be sharing all of the details with you guys today. So of course the date that everyone has been looking forward to is obviously the 10th of December, when the website for Thorpe Park's consultation is going live. However, as I said back when this news first started coming out, flyers were handed through at local residents' doors, and on this flyer it stated there would be a local consultation on the 9th of December, today, in which residents could actually go to the park, and there would be a presentation about this new roller coaster. And obviously, being a local resident, we went along and sat through this meeting, and I was taking notes in my handy black notebook, and yeah, I'm going to be spilling all of the secrets with you guys today. Obviously, this is technically a spoiler warning if you don't want to find out any of this information tomorrow, but Twitter's blowing up at the moment. The news is out there. The hype is building. So yeah, be sure to keep watching. This is an exciting one. So yeah, early this afternoon, myself and Kieran pulled up to the Thorpe Park Resort, and there were signs for the public consultation, which we followed, and it was being held within the lakeside marquee. And yeah, there was a few local residents already there when we arrived, but it eventually got busier and busier. And Neil Poulter, a senior member of staff at Thorpe Park, kind of led the whole consultation. And one of the first things that he said was just requesting that there will be no photos or videos taken during the consultation, as the news is being published on the website tomorrow. So obviously I'm going to respect that. So there won't be any photos or videos from the consultation going forwards in this video. But as I said, I've taken down all of the notes on this notebook, so I'll be relaying all of the information that was said to you guys. Once that was out of the way and all of the kind of admin stuff, health and safety, he essentially gave us a massive reveal, but also a bit of a tease, because he essentially said today we're going to be discussing plans for a new exciting roller coaster at the park, which will be 72 meters tall. 72 meters, which will mean this new roller coaster will be the tallest roller coaster in the UK, standing at 236 feet tall. Obviously, Stealth, the current tallest ride at Thorpe Park, is 205 feet tall. So a considerable amount taller than Stealth. How exciting is this, guys? We are getting the tallest roller coaster in the UK at Thorpe Park. Oh my god. But yeah, as I said, he didn't really give any more information on the coaster itself at that point. It was just such a big tease. He then detailed what the consultation would actually consist of, and he explained that there would be a section where he talks about the actual plans for the coaster itself. There would then be a section about the environmental impacts of the coaster, the transport impacts of the coaster, and then he'd open up to any questions that anyone had. And yeah, I'm going to be telling you guys about all of these sections, but amazingly, the first section that he discussed was about the roller coaster itself. So the first image that he showed was an aerial image of Thorpe Park as it currently is, with a red line drew around Old Town, and he essentially explained that this is the area they were looking to develop. And this red line kind of went from the Burger King area right down to where Loggers Leap is. So if you watch my Monk's Walk video the other day, you'll know that I did that long walk in which I said the whole time that I'm talking is potential space. That is true. That is potential space that they will be developing. Then just out of nowhere, the slideshow changed to have a layout of a roller coaster on screen. Now, as I said, no photos or videos were allowed, so unfortunately I can't show you guys this visual, but I've seen it and many other people have seen it, and essentially it detailed a roller coaster within the kind of Loggers Leap area, but also stretching out to where Rocky Express currently is at the park. Now, the layout wasn't up on screen for too long, but I could definitely tell that there's a big lift hill with quite a few kind of turns, and then it kind of wraps around back into the station. But yeah, one thing that was definitely confirmed by seeing this layout was that it's not this traditional B&M Hyper kind of out and back layout. It's not that kind of style layout. It is quite a compact, quite a small layout, but obviously it's a tall ride, so it's got some interesting elements to it. That takes me on to what was shown next, in which there were some concept images shown from different areas of the new plaza they're going to be putting in, which is kind of where the benches are at the moment in Old Town, kind of outside of Creek Freak Massacre, where the Uber Wheats van was during Fright Nights. That kind of area seems like it's going to be developed into a brand new plaza for this roller coaster. And there's also going to be a plaza kind of as you exit the ride, it looked like, in which you look over the lake, which sits in the middle of Logger's Leap, next to the current Creek Freak Massacre queue. And there was a mention of some kind of splashdown, and that this plaza would allow you to see that splashdown very nicely. So that's definitely interesting. So yeah, we saw a good few concept images, one from the plaza itself looking up at this massive lift hill with a few like overbank turns as the coaster comes back towards the plaza. We then saw one from this little splash area plaza itself, and then we saw a concept image as if we were in the queue line, I think, kind of looking at the station, in which a lot of people spotted an interesting element of the ride, in which there was an outer bank turn as it came out of the station and turned obviously to enter into the lift hill, kind of like Untamed over at Wallaby Holland, that kind of outer bank turn coming straight out of the station, which is so exciting. So yeah, next up they kind of talked about the environmental impacts of the coaster, and this included Sightlines, which is another great opportunity to see kind of projected models of this ride from different areas around the local area. So yeah, essentially we were shown before and after photos from a number of locations in which they'd edited this ride, and I have to say it looks absolutely monstrous on the skyline. My personal favourite view that they showed was from the M3 motorway. There's like a little local road that goes over the M3, and oh my god, this ride looks incredible. So if you get to the park by driving down the M3, then you're in for a treat if this ride gets built. They also talked about the colour in this section, and they particularly highlighted how with Stealth, it starts off with a very dark blue colour at the bottom of the coaster, but as it goes to the top, it gets lighter to more of a white. And this is done to essentially not be a massive eyesore when you can see it from the local area. It kind of blends into the sky and clouds a bit more. And they were saying that they were working with the local council to likely do something similar with this ride to avoid it being a bit of an eyesore and sticking out from the trees and stuff. So yeah, no colour was mentioned, and the concept images were all quite grey. However, they were saying they're definitely open to the idea of having it kind of blend into the sky a little bit. Now, next up, they brought up a chart which showed all of the timings of the project, including, of course, the first consultation, which obviously happened today, the 9th, and detailed kind of the outlined timings for this project. And some of the most interesting things in this were that they were hoping to submit their final application to the council in around spring 2022 kind of time. They were then hoping for a final decision from the council as to whether if they can go ahead with construction for this coaster in kind of late spring/summer 2020. And then if all of that goes ahead, then they're planning on constructing this ride late 2022. So about a year from now. And then with an opening date, it just said to be confirmed. So obviously, if we put it all into perspective, obviously they're not planning on starting construction until the end of 2022. It's unlikely it's going to open in 2023, isn't it? So 2024 is looking like the most likely one there. Now, to end off the consultation, the floor was opened up to any questions from local residents, and of course a lot of people stood up and asked their own relevant questions. Some interesting coaster related information that we got from this was the fact that the park claim that they're still in talks with different manufacturers for this ride. There was definitely no confirmed manufacturer from today's consultation. There was also a question about the current rides in Old Town and what would kind of be happening to those. And the park did confirm that they were looking to at least keep one of those rides, but there would be a reduction in family rides at the resort for the time being. And another thing that was mentioned in terms of kind of Merlin investing in projects, a lot of people were worried after COVID that they'd kind of step back a little bit, but it seems like they're kind of going in the opposite direction. It seems like they are very aware that they need to invest to bring people back to their parks, make sure that they're relevant. They kept using this term relevant, and they want to keep Thorpe Park relevant. And also London Resort was mentioned, so they are very clearly aware of London Resort and are maybe trying to invest in their own parks to try and keep London Resort at bay for the time being. So yeah, there we go. I think that's all of the information to cover there. As I said, hopefully tomorrow all of these concept images and layout and stuff that I've seen will be posted on the website itself. But yeah, how exciting is this, guys? Thorpe Park is hopefully going to get the UK's tallest roller coaster. Oh my god. I will of course be keeping you guys super up to date with anything that goes on with this ride. As soon as those concept images and stuff are out there, I will of course be showing them to you guys, and once construction and stuff begins, you know I'll be there so regularly keeping you guys up to date. So be sure to subscribe to this channel for all of the news regarding this exciting new roller coaster. And yeah, otherwise, thank you all so much for watching this video. My name is TheJackSilkstone. Goodbye.
Yeah, my team front row when we jump on a train. Got the merch on, reppin' SLK. Island flex when I step through the gate. Come true fresh with the style on flames. Dripped out, now I'm vibing. Link with the boys, jump straight to the island. Silkstone flex on a wave like tidal. Style so crazy, I hit it in asylum. Brand new style, all summer, all flex. Brand new vibe, got them all impressed. That's I plus you on the island. Reppin' that SLK STN.